Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing another chit chat, answering your questions, get ready with me. A lot of you really enjoyed my last one, so I was like, you know what, I gotta get ready today, so I'm gonna film another one for you guys. I asked you guys to ask me your questions on Twitter and on Snapchat, and I'm just gonna go off of those. I do have my extensions in today, so when the extensions are in, you know, it's gonna be a full glam kind of day. We're gonna do something a little bit fun, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, if you guys wanna get ready with me, then definitely keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and insert slide now. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, so I've already primed my eyes, and today I'm going to be using the Sephora Pro palettes. I really wanted to dabble into the electric palette, so I'm going to see what I can come up with that today. Planning on wearing something green today for my photos. So yeah, I don't know what look I'm going to do. We're just going to wing it. Since we're doing a super full glam look, I am going to add some tape because it's just easy. I like it. You know, you don't have to add tape if you don't want to. So going into the warm palette, I am going to take this shade right here and just set my eyes. I don't know if you guys can tell, but hopefully you can't hear the clicking as much anymore with the autofocusing. I got a new mic and a whole new little setup, so the mic's away from the camera. Normally if you hear clicking in people's videos, it's because we have mics that can mount on top of the camera, and since the mic is over the lens, when it autofocuses you can hear it. Sometimes it's a big pain in the ass. I mean, it's, you know, it's just trial and error with filming stuff, but I finally got a different little setup, and I'm hoping you guys can't hear it as much because it bugs me just as much as it bugs you. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to take a transition shade from the palette. I'm just going to use this one right here, and I'm going to throw that into my crease. The first question I have is something I can't really talk too much about, but someone asked if I had any new collabs in the works. Someone else said, what is your go-to everyday foundation? I have been really loving the YSL All Hours foundation. I did a full review on it, and I am so in love with it. Alright, let's go into the electric palette. What shade do I want to take first? Actually, so the next shade that I'm going to take is this little orange guy right here. I'm going to throw that into my crease a little bit below the first transition shade. Someone asked if I'm going to continue to vlog when Davis and I have kids, and we definitely will be. I'm still, like, I love vlogging. I think vlogging is fun. I love editing vlogging footage. I don't know, I really enjoy vlogs. It's just so hard for me sometimes to balance everything between Snapchat, Instagram, I've talked about this before, but it's just a lot to like keep you guys updated on. So I try my best to vlog as much as I can, but like recently it hasn't been too much because I've been busy, and I have pre-filming because I'm going out of town at the end of the month, so I want to make sure I have videos for you guys. But I feel like when life kind of calms down and like the wedding's over and all of that, I definitely think I'll be vlogging more. Next I'm going to go in with this orange shade, and I don't quite know where I'm putting this, but we're just going to wing it. Kind of putting on the outer V into the crease as well, just for a little bit more of an intense orange. That is so pretty. I love orange eyeshadows, you guys know. If you've watched me for a really long time, orange eyeshadows are just... Why is my camera not focusing? I'm about to beat you. Now, I don't know which shade I want to use. Okay, I'm gonna go into the green. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to this right in here. What's been your biggest challenge so far? Wedding planning. We're getting married around the same time, and it's so hectic. I mean, I think the whole wedding planning process, like, I'm glad I'm not a planner. Let's just say that. I enjoy wedding planning, but I'm ready for it to be over because I'm kind of over it. I think the hardest part is like figuring out like invitations, how to word things, because, you know, obviously this wedding is going to be like mostly for closer friends and family, and like needing to know people's names because it's very important to RSVP. Always RSVP to your weddings. Any wedding that you ever go to, it just RSVP because it really helps out a lot. Money wise, but also like for me, I need people's names. I need to know who's coming, you know. I have a wedding planner for a reason. She does most of the work. I just approve or say what I don't like and all this other stuff. So it's not too bad, but it definitely is hectic. I feel like September is going to be one of those months where I'm like, I'm tired of wedding planning. First thing I'm looking forward to is our vacation at the end of the month. We're actually going on a fun trip that we are so excited about. I feel like everybody else has been on one of these trips, but I've always declined. People ask me all the time why I don't go on brand trips. Sometimes it's just not in the cards for me, and let's be real, I love being home. But this time, we're getting to go, and I'm so excited because Davis is going with me, and that is just so exciting to me. So I just added this like mustard yellow in from the Warm palette. Now I'm going to kind of diffuse it a little bit. This is a very fall eye look. I hope you guys don't think these are too crazy of colors because, I mean, they are kind of different for me, but I kind of like it. I think it looks cool. I'm feeling it. It's different. It's fall-like. You guys know. Once fall comes around, you ain't going to see any light makeup looks from me. It's gonna be super glam. Or I'll have a super light look with like a red lip or a really deep lip. Oh my god. I feel like last year I didn't really wear enough super deep like burgundy, almost black lips. But this year we're going in. It's gonna be fun. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for fall. Always wanted to be in an area in fall where like the leaves change colors a ton. I love seeing people's like Instagrams, like fashion Instagrams when they live more up north, because once the leaves start changing and they go outside and they have like their cozy sweaters on, it's like their Instagram is everything I expect fall to be. But like Georgia during the fall, you don't really get it sometimes. So I'm just really excited about that. Let's take a break from our eyes and move on to face because I love face. Actually, I need to see if I have a liquid liner in brown because I'm feeling like I don't have a liquid liner in brown, and I really want to use brown in my eyes and not black. So I don't have a brown liner, but I have these Makeup Forever Aqua XL products. I should have freaking used this. I forget these are in my drawers, but I'm just gonna go ahead and apply liner. So I'm gonna use this Makeup Forever Aqua XL M60. It just looks like a nice brown. I've never used this before, so this could go really well or just like horrible. The brown looks super cool though. It kind of like goes with the crease. I like it. It took me forever and the line's like not perfect, but I'm feeling that brown liner. It really goes with the look perfectly. It's like a nice warm tone brown. Ooh! So I'm going to prime using my regular primers because I need my trusty ones for today since we're going outside and taking photos. So I'm going to be using the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation just because it matches my self-tan really well right now. I just self-tanned before I started filming. When you and Davis fight, what is it usually about? We don't really like ever fight. I mean, obviously we get in arguments and we get on each other's nerves sometimes. We don't really get in full blown out arguments. If he likes to leave his stuff out everywhere. So sometimes I'm just like, move your stuff. I'm a messy person too, so it's kind of like, I don't know. If I just clean the house and then he comes in and like puts his stuff everywhere, I'm just like, can you please move? But he's very understanding, you know, if I like ask him, you know, to move his stuff because I just cleaned, he will. It's not like a big ordeal, which is why we don't like fight about it. Yeah, I would say that. I still really like this foundation. I've had some of you ask me if I would use this for my wedding. No, only because it doesn't keep me matte for a really long time. I need to be like matte for my wedding. Not super matte, you know, like dry matte, but I need it to stay that way for the whole time. Right now, I'm just in between. I mean, I still want to use Estee Lauder. I actually ordered another Estee Lauder bottle because a lot of you were telling me that they don't have SPF anymore, but it's because they have a new formula now. So I ordered a new bottle of it just to see if I get any flashback, because that's the only issue I have with Estee Lauder dipwear is my flashback. But I also want to see what it would look like, the YSL foundation mixed with Estee Lauder. The YSL is great by itself just because it doesn't look that heavy on the skin. Estee Lauder can look heavy if you're not careful. And I'm a crazy girl. I love full coverage, so I'd be like all over my face. This is such a beautiful foundation. I really enjoy it. It matches my arms and everything, but for some reason my chest is coming off so light on camera, like my neck and my chest. This hair, I have like a full set of Foxy Locks in, like every single weft that came in is in my hair, so I'm feeling extra spicy today. And also best tips on saving money / budgeting. Now let me tell you, When I lived in my apartment days, I did not give a shit about budgeting. I didn't care about saving money. I didn't care about any of that. I was like, girl, I'm gonna do whatever I want. So I feel like we all go through that phase though, where we're like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spend money even though I shouldn't spend money. Now I will say, even though I did decide to spend more money than I do now, I was never like broke or anything. I always had money to do stuff. I always had money for rent. You know, I didn't like make my bank account completely dry or anything because I feel like that's just not responsible. But I would spend my money like buy things I really didn't need or want, or you know, I just bought a lot of stuff. I bought a lot of shoes. You guys saw my shoe wall probably. I mean, I still have a shitload of shoes, but not as much as I used to. You know, I've donated a lot. I have sold a lot as well. Like once I bought my house though in Georgia, I think my mindset just kind of changed. I was like, wow, I mean, I saved up obviously enough money while in the apartment to buy a house. I had a down payment and all of that. I mean, even though I spent a little bit more, I still had money to save. But I think it's really just focusing on what you want. Like if you have a mindset, like I knew I wanted a house, and within a few months I had a house. It's all about thinking you can do something and executing it. You know what I'm saying? Like keep telling yourself you can do it, and eventually you will do it. I'm telling you. The house that I bought, I know this is like going off topic, but the house that I bought in Georgia, you guys, I literally went out. I'm such a, if I see it and I want it, I get it type of person. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not. But with the house that I bought, it was my first day looking at homes. I think we looked at 3 or 4 before we went to that house, which was the final house for the day. I saw it and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the bonus room. I fell in love with the backyard. And I just had this vision of what I wanted that house to be. And it was such a great first home. Such a great first home for me. I loved it. I mean, if you guys watched my vlogs, you saw that I put in the porch and everything. And I really miss that home, but like I still have it. I'm renting it out. I think what worked for me is knowing I wanted to buy something really big and something monumental in my life. I had to buckle down and quit being a crazy little girl and going shopping every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need the next purse that's out or like the next best thing. I mean, I bought a Chanel boy bag and I never freaking wore it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to sell that. But when you sell it, sometimes you don't get as much money as you paid for. You know, just don't feel like you have to keep up with everything. Save your money. Even if it's just a few dollars a month, I mean, it all piles up. And used to, I still have a change jar now, but I don't really use cash as much as I used to. But I used to use cash a lot, and any dollars or fives I would put into the change jar as well as like loose change, and I would just keep it there and I would not touch it. And I saved up like I think $200 or $300 with that jar. So just save anything you can. I mean, even if you do $5 a month into a different savings account or something like that, just be sure to not touch it and be strict on yourself. Where would your ideal place to settle, I can't talk today. Where would be your ideal place to settle down and live? Definitely in the South. We were talking about this a while ago. You know, there's no telling when we'll be able to buy a house and settle down because we don't know how long Davis is going to be in the Army, all this other stuff. We definitely want to settle down within like either the Carolinas, Tennessee, Georgia. I don't necessarily want to move to Alabama or like Florida, but you know, kind of like the upper southern parts like the Carolinas, Tennessee, Georgia. I would love to go back to Georgia. We'll see. So, and again too, with the budgeting and saving, like, you know, Davis and I, we want to build a house. Whenever we get out of the Army, whenever that may be, we want a lake house. We want to build it. You know, we want it to be like our dream home. So we're saving money for stuff like that, even though that's way down the line. If you start sooner, the more outcome you're gonna have. You know what I mean? Any advice for someone who wants to start a YouTube but has to shuffle it between school, work, and friends? Just know we all started there. I used to work at a bank at the same time I was filming videos, as well as another job that I was doing, and it's all about making time for it. Even if it's just one video a week, you just gotta set some time for it. I mean, I still hung out with my friends. Even now I still hang out with my friends and all of that. I'm just lucky that now this is also I'm like sinking so low. I'm just also lucky now that this is actually my job and I can sit here and do it and not have to worry about leaving for work at 4 o'clock. I mean, on your days off, if you have a couple hours to film a video, I would do it. I believe that if you really want to do YouTube and it's something you're really passionate about, you'll make time for it because it's what you love. So I'm going to use this contour palette from Smashbox. I'm going to use this ashy tone right here to contour underneath my cheekbones. This is really nice. I also like to use this to bronze. So this is a blush I pretty much love using with any look. This is in the shade Sensual. Just a good neutral kind of blush. It's not too cool, not too warm, and it pretty much goes with with everything, and it adds just a nice little blushy touch to your cheeks. I really like it. And then we are going to highlight. I know you guys are so tired of seeing me use this, but I just love using it. So I'm going to actually layer today. I'm going to use the lightest shade in this Pearl palette that Smashbox and I collabed to create. And I'm going to bring this a little bit more forward. So I'm just going to do this. I like this because I can bring it more forward and it doesn't look too crazy. Because in photos, if I'm looking at you dead on, I want you to see the glow. Then I'm going to take just a little bit of this Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the That Glow Kit. And I'm going to take a little bit of these two mixed. So right here in the center, just to really make it pop. Also here, center of the lip. Okay, so quickly, I'm going to go off camera, I'm going to fill in my brows, and then I'll be back to answer some more questions and wrap up this look for you guys. Also, while I'm gone, I am going to apply lashes. I'll just go ahead and do that now. I really want to try these out. I absolutely love Lilly lashes, and I don't think I've tried these, but they're the Mink Hollywood. They look so pretty. I've been really loving Lilly lashes so much. They're just so full and glam, and that's what I love. So I'm going to apply these and my brow products, and I will be back to wrap up this video. Almost didn't finish filming for you guys because I almost finished my makeup off camera. So these are the lashes on, and I did highlight with the Pearl palette as well. I love the way the eyeshadow looks. It looks really good. I like the color combo I decided to go with. I'm still trying out some different brow products. Right now I am actually trying out this Makeup Forever brow liner in the shade 10. It's very interesting. It just has like a little liner brush like that. I have to do a lot of cleaning up and everything, but I'm just trying like different techniques. Now, I did line my eyes with this Pure Cosmetics Down to Earth eyeliner, which is a brown liner. And now we're going to go in and finish up the eyes. Next question is, what's the longest time you and Davis have spent apart due to the military? You guys know the story. If you go watch a really old videos like Meet My Boyfriend video or something, I will leave it down below. But he tells you guys the story, and basically we spent all night with each other pretty much, like just hanging out. He actually left the next day for Europe. So like our relationship started off on like him leaving all the time. So, and he also went to West Point, so when he got back from Europe, we had 2 weeks together to like date and like see if we liked each other, you know? So then we had those 2 weeks together, but then after that we were pretty much long distance because of West Point and everything. So I feel like it's normal for us to be long distance. I feel like for us to be apart it's pretty normal, but it's really nice for us to like have time to be together as well. But I think the longest time was definitely, without talking or anything, was definitely when he went through Ranger School. I think that was the hardest part because we couldn't talk at all other than through letters, which I did vlog as well whenever I went through that whole Ranger School stuff with him. But I think that was the hardest part. It was like, what was it, 2-3 months of no talking, just letters. It was awful. He got through, and he did so well. So proud of him. So yeah, it's all worth it in the end. I mean, look, now we're living together. Someone said, one of your favorite things to do on a date, and we just like to go out to dinner, like try new restaurants and stuff, and like order some drinks, kind of relax. I think that's my favorite like date thing that we do. I just love trying out new restaurants with him. Okay, where's my pencil brush? I can't do anything until I find this pencil brush. So I think that's like one of my favorite things, is like just going on little dates, and especially now that we're in a new area, just trying different spots and like who has the best food around here. Are you and Davis going to make it down south for any football games this season? We are hoping so. Like I said, it's going to be a very busy end of the month, or not end of the month, well, yes, end of the month, but end of the year. We will see if we can. I mean, there's so much going on these next few months. I would love to go. I mean, I live for football. We'll be up here like screaming and yelling with a bunch of people. I've really gotten into baseball too since meeting Davis and kind of learning more about it, but football's still like my bread and butter. Even though I do wear Clemson stuff and cheer on Clemson, I'm still a diehard Auburn fan. Someone also asked, what are your current favorite TV Netflix series? And I really love Riverdale. Riverdale was one of those shows that I for sure thought I wasn't gonna like because I wasn't impressed with the acting at first, but the more I watched it, the more I fell in love with it, and I was just so intrigued, and like trying to figure out who did what was just so fun, and I still don't know who did what. I just actually retweeted a tweet that one of the cast members sent out. It was like 9 weeks till the next premiere, and I was like, Nobody talked to me in 9 weeks. I will be busy watching Riverdale. I just got Davis on to Supernatural because I used to watch Supernatural back when I lived in my apartment days. I remember I had bought this bed that would like move up and down, and all I would do is literally go to my room, lift the bed up so like my back was up facing the TV, and I would just watch Supernatural. And I loved that show. I mean, I've seen so many episodes, so like I'm watching it all over again with Davis, but I love it. My favorite character is Dean. I just think he's so funny, and throughout the show he just becomes my favorite too. So if you haven't watched it, I don't want to spoil it, but Dean is definitely my favorite. We've watched pretty much like all the ones that everybody's talked about. I've had a lot of people send me pictures of my part in Jessica Darling's It List. I was in that movie, just like the tiniest part. I was a teacher, and that was filmed like right when Davis and I started dating. It was a couple years ago. So yes, I am the one in that movie. I've been seeing so many people tweet me about it and be like, why didn't you tell us? And the reason why I didn't is because A, I did vlog when I was there, but I'm pretty sure I couldn't tell you guys what I was doing at the time. I didn't mention it. And then I just forgot about it. I mean, years go by, you're like, what? Oh, is this something? You know, like, I mean, I literally walked in that day and like learned my lines that day. Like, it was nerve-wracking to say the least. I am in that, I am the teacher, and I watched it for the first time last night. If you follow me on Snapchat, you saw. This is the first time I will ever say I sound similar to this person, or like, I will never say I look similar to her because I just don't see it. But for some reason, when I watched myself in this movie, I was like, why do I sound like Britney Spears? Like in the opening part where I first start, I'm like, oh my god, I literally sound like her. This is so creepy. You should go check it out. It's a cute little movie. It was fun to work with all those people, and everybody was so nice, and it was a good experience. I was super nervous though, like I was sweating. I've had so many questions of people asking me how's it like living a military lifestyle and was it hard to adjust. I still don't feel like I'm living a military lifestyle. I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but I keep to myself a lot. I did that at home as well. I always just kept to myself. I'm always in the house. I'm always, you know, working. I feel like work is like such a big priority, and sometimes I don't know how to separate work and life. I don't know. I'm a big workaholic kind of person. I just love doing it. Or I'm cleaning a lot. If you see my vlogs, you know. But I don't know, I don't feel like I've adjusted. I mean, like I told you guys earlier, me and Davis kind of, our relationship started off of long distance. So like when he's gone, it's just, it feels normal in a way. Now when we first moved up here, I was like, oh, this is easy. Like I don't feel like we've actually left home. But then it hit me a few weeks ago, like, I am very far from Georgia. I always have the option to leave if he like were to leave or something, you know. It's just, I just don't feel like anything's really changed. I don't feel like it. The only thing I feel like that has really changed is just moving and where we've moved to, which has been an adjustment within itself. I don't feel like there's like a different lifestyle for me. I don't know. I had someone ask me, how do you keep your hair so healthy? I've been dyeing my hair blonde for a couple years and they're so damaged. Now, when I used to dye my hair blonde, like OG YouTube times, I would like fried my hair. I really did. I completely damaged my hair how I used to get it dyed. But Jessica, my hairstylist, I'll leave her info down below. I always tag her. She's in Atlanta, and literally she is the best. She never dries out my hair. She never damages my hair. She uses Olaplex as well, and it just works. Like what she does to my hair, like my hair works with her. We just work so well together, and it never gets super damaged, and she doesn't do too much at once. Like she knows what she's doing. So I think it's all about who you go to, honestly, and we don't leave like bleach on or whatever she uses for long at all. Like she's super quick as well. I don't know, I would ask her. I'm like so dedicated to her. She's like one of my favorite hairstylists I've ever had. Just personality wise and work wise, she's so bomb. But I will say like hair care wise, this is probably weird because I'm talking with lip liner on, but I don't wash my hair every single day. I use as much dry shampoo as I can. I have found that not washing my hair as much has helped tremendously. And it's one of those things where I do have an oily like scalp, like hair, scalp, whatever. Used to, I would wash my hair every day because it would be so oily, but then that made it even worse. So you have to like train your hair to not be washed every single day and like really use dry shampoo, really take your time, put your hair up if you think it just looks gross, and you know, train your hair to like not get so oily so quickly, because the more you wash it, the more it gets oily. At least mine did. I don't know. I think not washing it as much, and I don't put heat on my hair every single day either. I usually like curl my hair and then I use those curls for the next few days. It just usually lasts for me, especially since I had cut my hair shorter a while back. That's pretty much it. And lately I do use this heat protectant by Quai. It's the Memory Mist. It is a heat protectant and it's supposed to be like a long-lasting memory, but this does protect against the heat really, really well, and I've noticed my hair is a little bit shinier since I've been using this, so I do really like it. One more question I'm going to answer is, what is your go-to thing when you're stressed about work? I'm guessing this means like go-to thing to do, and that is definitely working out. I am just having the shittiest day, and I am in the worst mood ever. I will go work out, and I will feel so much better about myself. Like, it's just something that I feel like is necessary for me. If I don't work out, I'm literally going to be a freaking basket case. I'm going to apply 1993 from Urban Decay. Holy shit, no, I'm not applying her. This is too dark. Oh, it's going to be lighter. This 1993 color is so pretty, but like that's not what I was going for. This is the Ciate Liquid Velvet in Delight. It's a nice warm nude. Yes. Then I want to try this out. This is the J.Cat Lip Tonics Extreme Shimmering Topper. I don't know, it just looks so pretty. It's like a nice bronzy pink color. 15B half. I have no idea what color this is in, but it's just like a bronzy type of color. That's pretty. Okay guys, so this is the completed look, very fall. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really like the way that this turned out. I think it looks really pretty. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!